Hello everyone, this is Kathleen and I am here today to share my latest journal, and this is part of the project that I completed for the design team for Stacy's stories this month. It's Stacy Belts on Etsy, and she has beautiful digital kits available for junk journals. And the digital kit that I have used in this project is called Bursting Butterflies, and it matched so well this recycled book cover that I have chosen for the journal, and so that's partly why I wanted to use that kit, but it's just beautiful. So this journal is going to be for sale on my Etsy. So I will list it as soon as the video uploads. And the journal is 7.5 by 5.5 inches. It has 2 signatures. It's just the right size, really. It has 20 pockets and tucks, 21 pieces of handmade ephemera, and 10 pieces of original ephemera. So it just has this closure of this hand-dyed sari silk. I dyed it to kind of match the colors in the cover. And then I have included this little charm dangled butterfly. It's got enamel paint. It's kind of looks like Art Deco-y to me. Love it. Anyway, this was a piece of broken jewelry from a friend of mine that my daughter had for many years, and I have taken it from her to include on this journal. So let's take that off and we'll see what else we have going here. So I used an embossed cover. It was a book of poetry, and it has really beautiful embossed image here on the front of just a botanical, and I covered up the title of the book just with this journal book plate. I sanded and redid the whole back, did some mixed media work here on the back with some paint, and as I say, it has 2 signatures. So inside the front cover is a second book plate that you can write your name in, and I really love these blues and greens. That's just been my favorite palette recently. There's a little bit of bling there, and that extends over onto this page. This is a couple of the digitals in the kit. I just fussy cut this pretty butterfly and did a little bit of collage on that tag. This is not in the kit. This is just in my ephemera drawer, and I just thought that the colors matched, so I have included that in here too. A little bit of button tab there, but this is part of the kit, this pretty butterfly, and then there's just a little bit of bling there. It's another beautiful page from Bursting Butterflies. It's some butterfly washi tape. I've used a variety of papers in this journal. This is like from an artist's drawing pad. It's got a really nice tooth to it. Just a notebook page. I've done a lot of hand dyeing of distress inks on many of these pages. It's a vintage stationery. Some more of the fussy cut butterflies. This is also a page, a digital page. It's very faint, but you can see that pretty butterfly there. This is just a vintage map, and I thought that the colors matched, and so I've just made a pocket there This is a vintage prescription. Looks like 1954. And this is just some hand stenciled and stamped journaling paper here. It goes in that pocket. It's another part of the ephemera pack. And this was also in the kit. Some dyed paper, a little bit of stenciling and a stamp. Some journaling papers. I love this page. I really do love the color. I like the images. And I like this embellishment here on the edge. This graph paper, more hand-dyed paper, copy dyed. It's just a journaling paper that I have collaged with a couple of ephemera pieces from the kit. Another journaling card. There's that other side of that pretty paper with just some vintage fiber piping, possibly for upholstery. It's a music page. Made this little pocket. It's just plain journaling paper. It's one of the end pages of a vintage book, so it's vintage paper. This is just some designer paper with a button here. It goes in this pretty ephemera pocket. This little butterfly fairy. And I've just made a lace pocket here with this vintage playing card. More of the kit. Some fiber. Some more hand dye. This little ephemera card from the kit. And another digital page. Love the way that looks. Is a vintage magazine recipe, some vintage onion skin paper, and some crochet pattern. That just fits there in that pocket. And you can, of course, replace all of this ephemera with your own papers if you want. I just have taken one of the ephemera cards and made a journaling card. And this is a receipt, vintage receipt. This is also a piece of the ephemera that I just made this little tuck. Put a ribbon bow there. This is some vintage, oh, I can't think of the name, eyelet lace, but I loved the color and it matches the rest of the book. So, and then I have added this trim on top. It's just a simple collaged card, some mixed media, hand dyes. This is another one of the digital pages. So pretty. There are so many images in this kit. It was really surprising to me how generous Stacy was with the images. It's a die cut, altered paper, or playing card. And just another journaling card. This cluster, and there's a little butterfly there. A little fabric ruffle here, and this is one of the ephemera pieces, and another one. This is just a Tim Holtz scrap, but it had a butterfly on it, so I put it in here. It's a little vintage tag on from a check. Here is just an altered paper clip on this. So you can slide something under there, and some lace, some fiber through that. Another one of the ephemera pieces, and I've just added some lace. I've done some collaging on this side pocket. Here's the beautiful, I just think this is the most beautiful of the images. I love that. The colors just speak to me. Some more of the stenciling. There's the center of the signature, which is just plain, just like the look of that hand-dyed paper. Just a little corner tuck. Just a little journaling card there on this torn envelope, and another collage with some of the digitals. Here's the other side of that digital. A couple of pieces of ephemera. This is what I call an offset pocket. So it just has this vintage receipt. And this is just a sweet little vintage note card. It's blank. It can be journaled. This is a large moth that I fussy cut from one of the pages, and then just did a little bit of stamping. This is another ephemera piece. This is a vintage, like Rolodex card with some vintage S&H green stamps and another digital, and more hand-dyed paper. This has a very lovely crinkly feel to it. There's another little fairy. Some more fiber along this page. The last pocket has some texture paste and a little die-cut word, discover, along with another butterfly. The last butterfly. Enraptured I gaze. Just a vintage music page, and just another green colored journaling paper. So, and that's the back. I love the way this fabric works on to reinforce the spine. Love these end papers. There's the back. So that's the journal, and be sure to check out this kit online, Stacy Stories. I will put the link in the description box, and hope that you'll join me again. Thanks for being with me today.